Okay. One of my most amusing memories of being the editor of Magnum was helping Dennis Stock when he had the idea of doing a reportage on James Dean, an actor in Hollywood who had just come into the limelight because of an incredible performance in East of Eden. Dennis was a brash young photographer who was very cocky because he'd won first place in the Life Young Photographers competition, which was a very, they played up big, and he was only 23, 24 years old. And he came to Magnum expecting to be received like a big shot and become a member. He didn't become a member for years, but because Magnum at that time was very tight. But Kappa thought he was okay, and he came in to me and said he had this idea for a reportage on James Dean, and he could get Dean to go to Indiana and pose at the farm where he grew up. And can I get a life guarantee to do the story? At that time, Life would perhaps give a guarantee of so many dollars to a photographer to go shoot something. But what surprised me was that after 2 years later, I hear that the film is going to be called Life. And because we talked about Dennis Stock, his whole, I mean, we talked about James Dean, his whole life story, but the screenwriter chose to tell that story, to base the movie on that sale to Life magazine, that story in Life magazine, and that was what I did. So he put me in the film. I have 14 speeches in that film. There's an actor playing me. He's a very highly paid actor from Australia. He's worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and I'm very flattered that they chose. I was one of the few people who even knew Dennis Stock. I wrote his obituary for Time magazine when Dennis Stock died a couple of years ago.